you're a person that doesn't like Hocus Pocus, then you are not a person for me. That's all I gotta say. Don't want to be rude, but somebody had to say it, and it's gonna be me. Alright, here we are, Youtober. Day 8 for most, day 2 for me. I'm in my Halloween pajamas with my ghost, my boo, my boobs. Just kidding, but my shirt says boo. Today I'm in full effect, full festive effect. I got my Halloween pajamas. I got my pumpkin earrings, little orange scrunchie. I got Rodney here. Rodney is a very good friend here. He doesn't talk much, but he's a very good listener. And he's gonna watch me paint today. I got my apple cider with a little bit of Fireball thrown in there, and my pumpkin cup, I might add. Very festive. Very festive. And today, I'm going to be painting pumpkins and going through my Halloween bucket list. The top 10 movies that I watch every October. So, I have a little template of things that I have my little Pinterest pulled up of what I think I'm going to be doing on my pumpkins today. I think I'm going to be doing a ghost pumpkin, and I'm going to do something pink, I don't know. And I might do a bat situation. We'll find out. So I already went ahead and pre-painted this one pink. I'm going to set this aside and work on my bat situation. But first I'm going to pull up a picture of a bat because I'm not an artist. I don't know what a bat looks like to draw, not going to lie. Okay, I have my little example pulled up here of what I'm going to do. I got these tiny little pumpkins from Trader Joe's and I love them. I'm going to set them probably in my office on my shelf. These pumpkins were 60 cents each. I had some other pumpkins that I was going to paint, but I ended up returning them to the store because I had a situation. But those ones were like 3 for $7, and I got these for 60 cents each. Way cheaper. Very glad that I ended up getting those instead. So let's go ahead and get started with the bat, pumpkin, and let's get started on that bucket list. So at number 10, I have Casper. Not Casper the cartoon, because I'm not a child. I don't want to watch the cartoon Casper. Don't care. Don't wanna. Every year I go back and forth between watching regular Casper movie, the live action, and Casper Meets Wendy, which is actually very little known by most people. A lot of people don't know about Casper Meets Wendy. But anybody who's a true Hilary Duff fan knows about Casper Meets Wendy because Hilary Duff, queen, goddess, unproblematic Disney star, is in it. And she's a cute little witch with her little red hood. And she's out here doing magic and stuff. And it's a good movie. It's very kiddie, a little corny, very corny. And it's not my favorite, which is why it's number 10 on my list. But I do try to watch one or the other every year. Definitely one or the other. Most of the time it's just regular old Casper, but sometimes I just feel the urge to watch Casper Meets Wendy, you know? Number 9 on my list is Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, this movie is very low on my list because I'm not a huge fan of this movie, honestly. I honestly only watch it because it's October. If it wasn't October, I would not watch this movie. I would not watch it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Oh, and don't come for me, but I'm not a fan of Tim Burton movies at all. Sorry, I thought my dog made a noise, but it might have just been outside. I'm not a fan of Tim Burton movies at all. I don't really like them. I don't know why. I'm not a. Okay, I don't. These bats are turning out a little rough. But yeah, I'm not a Tim Burton fan. I like Sweeney Todd, but that's about it. And most of the time when I'm watching Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm not really enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie. I just watch it because it's a Halloween thing to do. And yeah, I don't have much to say about it. A lot of people are Jack Skellington fans. I'm not. Skeleton? I don't know which one it is. I've seen the movie so many times and I still don't know which one it is, which is a testament to how much I don't care about the movie, honestly. So moving on, number 8 on the list is The Craft. And y'all, I love that movie. If you are watching Halloween movies with kids, I don't recommend watching The Craft with kids. It's a little spicy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Take a shot for every time I say I'm not gonna lie, because I can guarantee you I'm gonna say it a lot. It's my favorite thing to say. But yeah, it's a little spicy. Don't watch it with your kids. Watch it for a date night. Watch it for a girls' night. It's good. I just love me some early 2000s, late 90s teen movies. And this is a spicier version of a 2000s, late 90s teen movie. It's about some girls who are in high school who are dabbling in witchcraft. They're taking a little dabble, and I'm here for it. I love it. This is the most pitiful bat. Oh my god. I told y'all I'm not an artist. They take a little dabble in witchcraft, and things get a little crazy. Things get a little out of hand, and you know, it's one of those go big or go home type things. So I'm not gonna tell you what the movie's about or give away what the movie is too much. Just go watch it. I'm not giving a full synopsis of these movies. Honestly, I'm just ranking them and giving my little bit of 2 cents. So let's move on to number 7, which is Practical Magic. I love that movie so much. It's about 2 sisters who are witches, and one of them is like a super family girl, and one of them is a party girl, I guess, if you want to go that far to say. And they get into some stuff. They get into some deep stuff. The party girl's boyfriend crosses a line, and they gotta take care of it, and things get crazy. Things get very crazy. I love that movie. It's I don't know, it's like real witches. I don't know if that makes sense, because a lot of witch movies and shows, it's not like real witch stuff, like how actual witches practice witchcraft. It's just like the Hollywood version of witches. And Practical Magic is actually, it's a pretty accurate to what. Oh my god. This is so ugly. Oh my god. I'm really bad at drawing bats. Ew. It's how real witches practice witchcraft, I guess. I read something that said that actual witches consulted on the movie, and most people don't like the movie, but actual real witch, or the movie didn't get good ratings, but witches rave about it. So yeah, if you're into it, I would watch it. Number 6 on my list is It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Now, I know I said earlier I'm not a child, but this movie is the exception. This movie is the exception. There's something about this movie that every time I watch it, 7-year-old Whitney with the little pigtails and the glasses are too thick for her face, because my mom thought I needed glasses when I didn't. I do need glasses now, but back then I didn't. That Whitney just comes out of me, and I'm running around with ashy knees, and I'm just 7 years old again. And every time I watch this movie, it just is so nostalgic for me. It's so nostalgic, and it's so good. It's a must every year. And if you have kids, make this a tradition, because it'll be a tradition that they remember. That's all I have to say. It wasn't a tradition that I had with my family, but it was a tradition that I made for myself as a child. I always made sure that I watched that movie, and I still do it as an adult. Number 5 on my list is Halloweentown. Anybody who is a millennial, who is into spooky season, Halloweentown is the show for you. Halloweentown is iconic. The beginning, when the big pumpkin, the big jack-o'-lantern comes up and it slowly pans into the screen, and then it takes up the whole screen, and then Halloweentown goes across. Iconic, and I will always associate that image with Halloween, and I will always take a picture of my television when I'm watching Halloweentown and post that on Instagram, and people will be like, why are you posting this again? I don't care. I'm gonna post it every year, and if you don't like it, then don't look. I'm gonna post it every year. It's Halloween. It's Halloweentown. That's all I gotta say. So, Halloweentown should, I don't know why, I don't know, it should be number 1 on my list, but it's only number 5, and that's because the next 4 movies after it are just so good. They're just so good, and Halloweentown it didn't make the cut. Number 4 on my list is Addams Family Values. Addams Family Values is the second Addams Family movie. Oh, whoops. It's the second Addams Family movie. A lot of people don't know about it, weirdly. I don't know why. It's really good. It's really good. Watch it. If you haven't seen it, just watch it. Addams Family Values is the second Addams Family movie. I'm obsessed with the Addams Family movies. I'm obsessed with Wednesday Addams. I love her. Love everything about her. She is a take-no-nonsense boss girl. I don't want to say anything that might make people take my video down because I'm cussing. So she's a boss. A-B. If you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Wednesday Addams is a boss. And she's very dark, but I love it. I love that about her. She has a dark sense of humor, and sometimes I have a dark sense of humor. Sometimes. Not a lot of the time, but sometimes I do have a dark sense of humor, and Wednesday Addams is just my type of humor. I love it. I love that she doesn't care. I love that she doesn't try to change that about herself, even if people want her to. And I love that in this movie, I'm not going to ruin anything, but I'm going to say in this movie, when she was in that play, and she was like, this is what it's going to be, and then that's what it was, and then chaos ensued, and I loved it. I really did. I loved it so much. It was my favorite scene in the movie, and it was iconic as well. I don't want to keep throwing that word around, but spooky season is iconic in and of itself, and movies are as well. They have their moments. I'm already to number 3 on my list, and I haven't really finished painting these things. I took a break on the back one. I think I'm just gonna skip that and do something else because this is a hot mess, and it's not gonna turn into anything good. So we're just gonna put that one aside, and I'll go over it with some kind of colored paint to hide those ugly, hideous bats. Anyway, number 3 on my list is Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. Oh my god, I love that movie. Beetlejuice is one of the best movies that I ever watched during Halloweentown. I don't know what Halloweentown during Halloween time. I don't know what it is about that movie, but I just love it. The dining room scene. I'm gonna use the word again, but iconic. It's iconic, and I just every time I hear that song, I immediately want to dance, and I immediately think about that movie. I don't know why. It's just it's perfect. It's the best, and I love it very much. And if I could watch that movie every single day in October, I would watch that movie every single day in October. But I feel like it's unhealthy. I feel like it might alter my judgment, and so I choose not to. I do want to say that I can't ever remember her name. I'm really bad at remembering names. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm bad at remembering names for real people and fictional people. But Homegirl, she says a line in the movie, and it's my favorite line in the movie. And I have a picture of her saying it on my phone and my widgets. And it's when she's like, I myself am strange and unusual. That's my favorite line of the movie. I love it. I'm here for it. It's probably a lot of people's favorite line in the movie, judging by how easy it was for me to find that picture. And also, a big thing that's happening right now on TikTok and Instagram is people going and taking ghost pictures of themselves with white bed sheets on. And I just gotta say, Beetlejuice did it first. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Beetlejuice did it first, and they did it best. That vintage camera from, was that movie the early 90s? Early 90s, I think so. Yeah. No, late 80s. I don't know. I don't feel like checking it, but that vintage camera from back then took a great picture. A great picture. And Winona Ryder she's just everything, you know? So, that movie is number 3, and I wish it could be lower, but these next 2 movies, nothing beats them. Nothing, not even Beetlejuice. So, number 2 on my list of movies is The Addams Family, the first movie, live action. I don't do the cartoons of The Addams Family. They do have cartoons, and I don't like them. But yeah, I don't do the cartoons of The Addams Family. But the first movie, I love that movie so much. The humor, it's my favorite. It's so dark. It's so funny. It's so over the top and extra and gaudy, and I love it. And then Gomez and Morticia, I can remember their names, but no one else. The Addams Family is so easy to remember most people's names in that movie. But Gomez and Morticia's, they're just goals. Like, I want to have that kind of passion when I'm that age. Not saying that they're super old, but I feel like they're super old. Well, aren't they like in their hundreds or something? I don't know. But when I get super old, I want to have that type of passion for my husband, you know? And they still got it. And it is goals. I love it. I love it so much. I love Wednesday in this movie too. I love that she's just like, I'm gonna hurt this fool. And honestly, it's a bit problematic. And I wouldn't recommend letting your kids watch it because I don't want nobody trying to hurt their brother or sister the way Wednesday does in the movie. But that movie is just so good. It's so dramatic. And I just love it. I'm a dramatic person. If you know me, you know I'm dramatic. And I just love how dramatic that movie is. And I love how gaudy it is, if that makes sense to anyone. It's just a good movie. It's a good movie. And if you have to pick a movie to watch during Halloween, let that be one of them. And then number 1 on my list of movies is Hocus Pocus, for obvious reasons. It's a great movie. That did not work. It is a great movie. It's a great witch movie. It's a great Halloween movie. It's really funny. And it's a classic. I I don't know anyone who's ever said that they don't watch Hocus Pocus during Halloween or that they don't like Hocus Pocus. And if you're a person that doesn't like Hocus Pocus, then you are not a person for me. That's all I gotta say. Don't want to be rude, but somebody had to say it, and it's gonna be me. You are not my kind of person if you don't like Hocus Pocus. What's wrong with you? Go seek help. That's all I gotta say. Hocus Pocus is the end-all be-all of Halloween movies. I will watch it every single year. I don't care how old it gets. I will always watch it. I will show my children that movie, and their children that movie, and their children's children that movie, assuming that I live that long. Judging from the things I eat, I probably won't. But Hocus Pocus is the movie. Winifred Sanderson, my soul sister, my spirit animal, my muse. Love her, stan her, and will continue to watch those movies until my last breath. That's all I gotta say. I will continue to watch Hocus Pocus until my last breath. Until my last breath. I recently purchased the Hocus Pocus Colourpop eyeshadow palette, and it came in the mail to my sister-in-law's house yesterday, and I cannot wait to go pick it up. I'm gonna go get it tomorrow, and it's gonna be amazing, and I cannot wait. And I just realized that was the last movie on my list, and I haven't finished this pumpkin, and I haven't finished painting the other pumpkin, so this is gonna be, after this, I'm just gonna have to cut to a B-roll of the pumpkins being done, because I'm not gonna do them on camera, because I have nothing left to talk to you guys about. So, if you enjoyed this movie, give it a thumbs up at the bottom to like. If you have some Halloween movies that I missed out on, comment down below and let me know. Also, for my last video, if you are starting a YouTube channel, comment down below and let me know your handle so I can follow you and anyone else who wants to. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see what else I have coming for Youtober. And other than that, have a spooky night, stay golden, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow.